evening, Madam Toastmaster and guests. Tonight, Eric's speech is entitled Couch Exercise, which you all heard. Eric's doing his CNL5, which is Your Body Speaks. And here he's encouraged to use body language, gestures, movements. The objectives here is use stance, movement, gestures, facial expressions, and eye contact to express your message and achieve your speech's purpose. Make your body language smooth and natural, and the time for a speech is 5 to 7 minutes. So, okay?
Hey, everyone, stand up. Everyone get up for a second. What I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to try to do one press-up. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be tough. Oh! Can I have a bit of applause, please, as I'm doing it? Oh! Madam Toastmaster. Hello, Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. I need an honest opinion after that press-up. Who in the room here thinks that potentially I could maybe win some sort of bodybuilding competition or fitness competition? Forget about the press-up. Look at me. Look at this body.
Who are you competing against?
I think of Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger and a whole lot of other amazing people that have done bodybuilding in the past. And about 14 years ago, I had that idea that maybe, just maybe, I would go into some sort of competitive fitness or some sort of bodybuilding. And just like all of you, when I used to go to the gym, I used to spend ages deciding what type of things to wear for gym. I don't wear these anymore. This was from many years ago when the whole idea of what to wear at gym, how to dress, how to do the whole fitness was so important. Nowadays, if I actually get to the gym, it might be a t-shirt like this. Maybe on a good day. I'll throw out whatever it is from the cupboard. And at the same time, in the olden days was the hand towel, and now I need any excuse not to go to the gym. So what towel do I pull out? Something that looks a bit like this. Makes me want to go to the point and do a whole lot of training. Those previous days were absolutely amazing. We used to get up at about 5 o'clock in the morning. We were all doing cybogenics in those days, which, for those of you who don't know, is a whole lot of pills that you pop every day, and you do 2 hours of absolutely competitive equipment, exercise. You go there and you do something called a negative weight, where not only are you pushing the weight upwards, but basically the guys help you when you're coming down as well, and you're supposed to try and bring it down as much as you can, and your whole body's shaking, and you try to get it through it as much as you can. After the cybogenics 2 hours, we would then do a game of squash, we were doing martial arts. Basically, we spent the entire day surfing at the beach or doing other exercise. It was absolutely incredible. And so, for about 2 years, I was doing this hard exercise, intense competitive sport, thinking that I was going to do it. And then, just like many of us in the room, I'm sure some of us are still very competitive, but for the rest of us, you slowly start getting a little bit more lazy, and exercise becomes a little bit more of a chore. And what happens to me now is that every morning I think, today's the day that I'm going to do some exercise. So what happened? About 5 weeks ago, I decided to play tennis and squash and a whole lot of other exercise. And we had a great game. For about 3 or 4 weeks we were playing every single type of thing you could think of. It was absolutely amazing. And then what happened to me about 4 weeks ago is at this ankle. I was running along like this, and I whacked up! It was really bad. Can you help me up?
I'm a bit nervous.
It was really difficult. So for about a week, I started limping around. It was about 4 weeks ago. Now my girlfriend's telling me I have to get back on that court again. And I need some sort of way of not doing the exercise. So on the one hand, exercise is essential for a person. It makes your whole body and mind really good, solid, competitive. I found this. This is my new exercise. Lots of you are laughing. This is called the Wii. Who hasn't heard of it in the room? Everyone know what this is?
No.
This is the most amazing invention that they've created for exercise. Won't hurt you? What happened is, yeah, it's got bright lights as well. What happened is that all these gaming companies have come out with all these gaming consoles, and all the young people of today are playing gaming consoles where they sit there playing racing car games, and arcade games, and different type of games. And Microsoft then did something absolutely legendary. They came out with the Microsoft Wii, which allows you to basically simulate games sitting on the couch. You're not supposed to sit on the couch. You're supposed to stand there, and they've got a game called tennis, where you actually hold this, you put it onto your wrist, you tighten it, and you have a game of tennis. And what happens is you've got a television over there, and you're playing against the TV screen. And so the guy's standing there, and you're like whacking the ball, and you're going flat out at it, and you're playing exactly the same. Now the little trick with the whole Microsoft Wii is that you can actually sit on a chair like this. You can actually sit down, and you can play. They've got boxing, they've got tennis, they've got a whole lot of other sports, and you don't actually even have to get out of your chair. Now, the most amazing thing about it is that they've got golf as well. And I was really getting into golf a few years ago. And I was sitting there, and I was playing, and I was swinging. Not a very good swing, because I wasn't on the golf course too often. And my dad showed me something really interesting. You can sit there with this in your hand, and you don't even have to swing. You can simply sit there, and you just go like this. And the golf ball goes for a par 3, a par 4. Microsoft Wii has changed the entire life of all our sports fanatics in the world. And from now on, we don't have to think about doing exercise and running up and down and jumping. All we have to do is have one of these in this hand, one of these in this hand, and the sporting life is sorted. Another Toastmaster.